Welcome back to the Max Your Dash podcast. Thank you for listening, liking, sharing, watching, subscribing, everything. We're the number one personal finance podcast in the entire world. We're back. We got a fun episode today. What's going on? What were you guys just talking about? Saving the planet?
Who cares about the planet more, Nate or Nicole?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you or Nate.
I don't care about the planet. That was a joke for our listeners.
The joke.
Just kidding. I swear.
Oh, I thought you said you have a joke.
No, that was a joke because
Got it.
that's pretty offensive.
Yeah, I mean, we just lost.
All right, we also have Jamie with us. Adam's behind the screen. He's gonna help us out with some stuff today.
He is?
Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, look.
I'm dragging and dropping.
Oh, that TV guy. You just have to look at him like this.
All right, let's do some Max Your Dash moments.
Ooh.
If you're new here, Max Your Dash moment is a time you were feeling true joy and fulfillment. Could be something big, could be something small.
I'm literally trying to wing it on the spot here. Oh, I got one. Yesterday, this is actually kind of hilarious. My wife loves soccer, and she signed up Grayson for soccer shots for 2-year-olds. It's like,
What is that?
you take your kid to learn soccer. So yesterday was our first practice.
Lindsay wants to do that.
Grayson's going to play soccer?
Yeah, I basically said no.
So it was, we go, and it's like this young kid who must play like college soccer, recent grad, that's kind of, trying to teach little kids. It is herding cats. And Grayson lasted about 5 minutes, and there was a playground next door, and that was like, that was the worst idea ever, to have a playground next door to 2-year-olds trying to play soccer. But it was really cute to see all the kids.
Is that his first go at like a sport?
Yeah, they're in actual soccer jerseys. It's really cute. But Grayson, all he wanted to do was go to the playground.
Nice.
So he kicked the ball a couple times, but it was fun.
Okay. Mine is, you guys know I've been into running lately. My sister's a huge runner, like way better than me. And we went on a run. She kicked my ass.
That's
But
a
it was
Max Your
fun.
Dash moment? I thought you were going to say you beat
Well, it was
her.
cool. I don't really get to hang out with my sisters. We got to do something that
When will you
we
beat
both
her?
like.
Let's talk about that. That's going to be your next Max Your Dash moment.
How
Probably.
fast can she run a mile?
6 minutes, dude.
Oh, God.
Her husband's like a triathlete, marathon, tough mudder guy.
Like Uncle Warren?
They run true. How did Roz know that
What?
about Uncle Warren?
I have no idea.
Wait, what?
He
You
must
talked
watch
about
it.
Uncle Warren on here?
We had to.
Maybe. Why? What are you talking about? What did he say?
Last night we were talking about the Odyssey, and we were like, Nate's not going, and Roz was like, what's he hanging out with Uncle Warren? And me and Mark were like, how does he know about Uncle Warren? He must have watched an episode from Max Your Dash. You talking about Uncle Warren.
Shout out Roz for listening to every word in that.
I know, we don't even remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was mine. It was just fun to go on a run with someone, and my sister, she's like big into it, so she was excited. What about you, Mark?
Golf season is back.
All the
We
way
got,
back.
well, I guess we played at least a couple times. But
Although it was 28 degrees this morning.
yeah.
But it is back.
Yeah. All the way back.
82 degrees on Monday.
So is it every Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Let's get into it, dude. This is going to be fun.
We got a fun episode. Today we're filming this on April 25th. It is the same day as the NFL draft. We're big NFL guys, so we thought of a cool idea of doing a draft, but for financial strategies and concepts. So there's going to be 3 teams, me, Mark, and Nate. We have 15 different strategies on here, or players that we can pick from. And so there will be 5 rounds, and we're going to kind of, every time someone gets picked, we'll debate it. Essentially the draft is supposed to be picking the best player first. So it should be the best, financial strategy first. So from most important to least important. And then at the end, we'll kind of compare and see who's got the quote best team, or who can make the best financial plan with their team. But, hopefully the point that's going to come across is like, which one of these financial strategies are the best to the worst. And we're excited for this because
You think you'll be able to, For those people who don't know, Steve is the mastermind behind all the editing. This you can get on like the right side of the screen, like the list.
I think I'm gonna try.
So
I'm gonna have on the clock on the bottom and have a little picture of the Mark's face or something, whoever's up. But yeah, any questions, guys? How this is gonna go? I get first pick. Who's getting second pick?
I gave it to Nate already.
Really?
So I'm going to get 3rd and 15th. I kind of
snake draft.
Or, yeah, we're doing
Write that
snake.
out.
Wait, so yeah, does it go? So you get 2 picks?
I get 3 and 4, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Mark's gonna get 2 on the back, and that's an interesting strategy. This is like me drafting Christian McCaffrey. I know he's gonna get hurt first, but he'll put up some numbers for you.
Wow, I'm going first sucks.
It does. I think. All right. For my first pick, I am going to go with the Roth 401k. First off the board. Drag that up there, Adam. Perfect. What do you guys think about that?
That's a good pick.
Is that a good pick? Do you think that would be the consensus number 1 of this stuff on this list?
Amongst financial advisors, probably.
What about amongst you? Like, would you pick that first?
No, I was just thinking
Mark
about
likes liquidity, so no.
No, and there's going to be like the person who listens to this in the TikTok video. It's like just invest in real estate.
Right.
There's going to be that person, but
But like Roth, would you have picked the Roth IRA here first?
You can put so much money. Like when I first started in the business 16 years ago, Roth 401ks didn't exist. Can you imagine from age 21 to 65 maxing out a Roth 401k, the Roth side, how much tax-free?
dude, we have clients that can put almost like 60 grand into Roth 401ks every year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Through the mega backdoor.
So that's
the
I
mega
think that's why
backdoor.
you got to give it the number 1 spot because the contribution limit is just so much higher than anything for the most part.
And you're getting your matching too.
And the fact that they allow
Yeah.
tax-free.
Right. And if you're listening to this, you most likely will have the option. Go on and check, go under contributions. It'll literally say pre-tax contribution. If you have the Roth option, it'll be right below it. Most people don't even know they have it.
Yeah, and I feel like for the last 20 that I've checked, they all have it now. It seems like it's almost pretty standard.
All right, Roth 401k is the 1-1. We're giving him a big contract.
Jeez.
All right, Nate.
Man. This is actually really hard.
Adam, throw me a pen.
Wow. I'm going to make a bold move here. And I'm going to go taxable account.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And now, can I explain why?
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of the point, right? I've just become, the more we've gotten into this business, the more I understand about it all. I love the taxable account for so many reasons. I actually had a dream about this. Is crazy. I had a dream about this last night.
That's weird.
But so some of those reasons, unlimited contribution amounts, right? It's a great place to be able to put bonus surplus, or when people get large lump sum payments for bonuses or whatever, you could throw that in there, or if you have stocks that vest or whatever. But the fact, like, the argument against it is it's not as tax efficient as other vehicles. But what we've learned is that's kind of not always, that's not really true. So if you buy an ETF,
What was that? Say it again.
the tax efficiency of it, like that would be the knock against it. But there's actually a lot of tax efficiency to it, because if you're not buying and selling and trading the account actively all the time, there's not tax until you actually sell out of the account. And then, oh, by the way, you can access probably 80% of the account via an investment credit line with no income tax. Yeah, you got to pay it back with interest. But all of these features, and the fact that I just love that it's probably money, like for my own self, that I'm using to save for retirement, but the fact that I can dip into it throughout life for major moments for me, like I know I want to buy more hunting land or our dream house or whatever that are going to happen before age 59 and a half. I love that I can dip into that for those moments.
Would you say that this is the most versatile player on this list?
I think it might
play
be.
every position.
Yeah. I think it might be. And this was really hard. It was really
It's not whole life.
Well, I mean, you want to go there? I think that's my justification. It helps accomplish so many goals in life that I just had to put it there.
It's versatile.
Okay.
It also, depending on what else you got, it works good in tandem with certain pieces.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mark, you're up. So Mark gets 2 picks.
Oh, baby.
This is the bottom.
I'm going traditional 401k
Okay, get that off the board.
and RSUs, stock options, RSU publicly traded companies.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Oh, Mark, this is. Hey, might have some tax problems on your hands.
So Roth, if Roth 401k was there, I would obviously have taken that, but still getting that company match
Would you have
automated
taken
investment.
taxable account?
I wouldn't have taken it. I would've
Really?
went with
Wow.
one of the qualifieds.
Stick with
But my strategy here, since you did that, allowed for me. I don't know if you would have. So if I was second and I took traditional 401k, what would you have done? Or sorry, if you were. Well, let me think here.
I think you were going the right way.
Yeah,
If
so
you took
if-
traditional off the table,
You would have still
definitely
picked taxable
taken
account.
taxable, yeah.
Right.
Although I don't know about the RSUs. I mean, there's a lot of risk there. You could
Yep.
hit big, but
There
you could
is,
also,
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's not a lot of risk. If they're RSUs, it's given to
I
you.
mean, you know what you can do with it.
Yeah.
We can. So
Throw it in
traditional
the taxable
401k, I'm
account.
getting that automated investing, pre-tax, whatever. Getting the match. Stock options, as they vest, you have the opportunity to move them into a taxable account.
Yeah, so you're kind of double
I'm
dipping.
double
You're
dipping
taking
here.
my account.
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of taxable income on your
This
hands.
is why
though,
he's
buddy.
better at fantasy football than me.
Um,
But you are going to pay a
risk
lot of
there.
tax.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're going to pay
there's
some
risk
income tax. That's going to be
there.
a
Guys, the
problem.
draft is not over yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going to pick a guy to fill that hole somewhere. All right, Nate, you're back up.
Oof. I got to get some
Don't
tax-
pick my guy. I got my eye on the guy I want.
I'm going with Roth IRA here.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of taxable income.
So now you got your retirement
We're
hole
just skipping
filled.
all of the foundational items of financial planning to try to hit it big. We're reversing the
Hey, you
pyramid.
filled your retirement need, though.
Right. So here's, I mean, taxable account combined with the Roth IRA that's tough to
Well,
be.
that is for a lot of people who don't have an employer-sponsored plan. That's their
And-
retirement plan.
And by the way, if I can take my shares of Dash Capital and stuff them in a Roth IRA and all the future growth that comes from that, I mean, wow, like Peter Thiel did with PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Yeah, I mean, the Roth is, when I was in financial planning classes at St. John Fisher, our professor, Rich Anderson, shout out Rich Anderson,
Shout out, Rich.
called this the eighth wonder of the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
One,
the
two,
Roth
three.
IRA,
Turns out it was fifth wonder of the world.
Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised. Do you guys think it went off the board a little late?
well, it's because the Roth 401k you took, I mean, that's better than the Roth IRA because you can do 23
more, yeah.
grand versus 7. But yeah, enough said. We don't need to talk about, I mean, but think about if I have a taxable account and a Roth IRA, now I have access to the basis in my Roth too after 5 years. I mean, I am positioning my balance sheet with so much flexibility. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, so far you are not going to pay taxes in retirement.
Right.
Genius.
All right, I'm up. My guy is still on the board. Oh, I get 2 here.
I know who you're taking.
My first pick, this is the top of the what? Is this top of the 3rd round, Mark?
This is
the bottom of the
bottom
second.
Bottom of the 2nd, I will be picking emergency fund.
I knew that was coming.
All right.
Hey, what are you going to do?
I can't believe that it took that long for financial advisors.
Emergency fund, let's go. We're gonna get some short term here with that, coupled with the Roth. My team's feeling good. Okay, there's really, I think there's a logical answer here. The traditional IRA.
Okay.
Based on the guys off the board, he just has the most upside to what I got going on. But listen, like you said, we really were all going for, no one's got a foundation but me now. The emergency fund. I got that center.
Yeah.
The guy who's going to snap you the ball. It starts there.
How do you envision funding it? So this would be after tax
over.
investment. All the gains are going to be income taxable on that traditional IRA.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Got to do it. You have to do it that way.
Yeah.
But it allows for you to, there's some tax-free portion of that money.
Right.
Got your
Well, it's
basis.
just another, I mean, think about what's left on the board, though. There was really nowhere
See,
else
this
that
is
I
where
guess
having the team thing actually is interesting. Now that I'm thinking about it, because Mark's bringing up, if you're maxing out a Roth 401k,
Right.
you can't do it.
Would you have gone HSA there if you were in my case?
I mean,
There's nowhere
I don't
else you
So
can
I
really
think you're
show.
missing.
I
I
can't
think
answer that
you
question.
guys
There's a pick
just.
before
I
me.
think you just handed me on the platter
Yeah.
a huge option.
You're kidding. I did a draft blunder?
Yeah. How are we?
What are my draft
I
grades
know
going to
that
be at
these
the end like
things
this?
don't exist often anymore today, but how are we not taking pension income in retirement?
Oh, I didn't even
lifetime income.
I didn't think
It
about
worked
that.
out really well for Nate that he didn't take an employer-sponsored plan,
Yeah, no, he
and,
gets
and we left pension.
So wait, are you grabbing pension now?
I'm taking pension here with the 8th overall pick. I mean, it's guaranteed income for life. It's one of the greatest benefits. I mean, we work with clients that are teachers or in
I
law
am
enforcement or
so
whatever, and
dumb.
it is the only reason they can retire.
I didn't watch the
A lot of
tape
times.
enough. I didn't see pension
Yeah,
perform.
I mean, they don't exist as much these days, but it's on the list here. I could choose it. That's what I'm taking 8th overall.
Beautiful. I'm going to go HSA at 9.
I should have gone HSA, man. Traditional IRA was such a blunder pick.
Yeah, that was
What was I
pretty bad.
thinking?
Unless you position it as a back.
That was like picking Daniel Jones when all these other guys were still on the board.
Yeah, so are you thinking, well, we should, I guess you have the option of traditional
Oh, you
IRA
took-
after tax and you let it grow, or you're doing backdoors every year with it.
Backdoors.
Okay.
There you go.
HSA. Tell us
couple
why
of
you wanted HSA here.
So HSA is probably more the eighth wonder of the world. Pre-tax contributions, maybe even getting some employer contributions into it. Tax-free for all qualified health expenses, and then after age 65 works just like your traditional 401k.
You could take money out of it.
Yep,
without.
after age 65.
Dude,
no penalties.
Would you say that,
And you can invest it.
Right.
dude, drafting the HSA here is kind of like getting AB in the sixth?
I got that was a
Matt
sneak.
was
That
in
was a
here, he'd
sneaker
have
there.
taken that first one.
Yeah, Matt would have taken HSA first.
With number 10, I'm faced with a difficult position here, knowing that I'm not going to have another pick until the last pick of the draft.
Ooh.
So,
And you know what's
Are
going to be
you
on the
going
board
wealth
then.
accumulation or are you going wealth preservation?
Am I going to be continue the risk here? I've already been. This is actually not me as a human.
No.
Yeah, this is.
You're pretty risk averse. I'd say.
I'm going. I can't believe I'm doing this. I know the smart answer. I'm not doing the smart answer. I'm going real estate.
Wow. Oh, Mark,
So,
you're
we're
all
gambling.
gas.
We're gambling here. All gas, no brakes.
So 401, the stock options
Now-
and the real estate could get you into some trouble, but it could also,
I'm going going for the moon right here.
yeah,
Boom or bust.
high flying
You
team.
got a tax
Yep.
issue.
This is a hot debate. I would say. I think that there are a lot of people out there, including Jamie over in the corner, that might have wanted real estate off the board sooner. Why do you think it took to the 10th pick to get real estate off the board? Is it just our bias coming through here, or what do you think?
No, I mean,
There's some other stuff that's more important.
like foundationally, I feel like
Yeah.
even though the emergency fund didn't go until 6, and there's other foundational things that should have happened sooner in here. If we're trying to build a sound financial plan, I think that because of like the other foundational normal investing tools are taken, this makes sense. Like I don't think you should be starting out of college
Right.
investing in real estate. I think you should be funding normal investments 1st.
Normal investments first.
Yeah.
Got it. I mean, look at the real estate. It does have a lot of features
upside.
to it. It's got pension-like ability with cash flow after you pay it off. It's got a lot of tax deductibility to it.
No one ever talks about the headaches with real estate. We could have Jamie.
There's
on here talk
headaches.
about that.
There's headaches that exist for sure, but there is a lot of positives.
Mhm.
I also really have found, like working with older clients, that when they start to when you start to care about legacy planning with your kids and stuff, like the step up in basis that real
Mhm.
estate values get is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Like, so if you got a lot of money in qualified plans, like
That is a loophole
versus-
there, definitely to come after.
Yeah, Mark, you gotta. This is like high flying Chiefs or Miami Dolphins offense, but you got some holes.
Yes.
So you just went back to back with what? It was
HSA.
HSA real estate. So it's me now.
Yep.
You're up.
All right. So I've got the 11th pick.
There's not much left
And
on
I
the
get
board here.
I get one more pick, right? Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
So I get
I'm
two
gonna
of them.
go. I'm gonna do a risk management technique here. I'm gonna go disability insurance.
There you go. You're plugging up some holes.
That was what when I said there's a pick I should make here that I'm not going to. That was the one.
I will say a disclaimer. I would like, because we're doing this in order of importance, but I would say you should have disability insurance in place before a lot of this stuff.
I think that we all are trying to. We're focusing. We want at the end of this to be you want to have drafted the greatest wealth accumulation team.
Yes.
But the truth is
Is
you
it?
need this. You can't do any of this.
Is this
stuff.
going is the way that you guys wanted it to go?
We kind of
pretty
went for the high
entertaining.
flyers instead of like sound financial plan.
Which I
this
think
has
is
turned
what
into a
most people
competition.
do.
Yeah.
This turned into a competition versus
It did.
building the best financial plan.
plan.
But disability is crucial because I'm not going to be able to fund my taxable account if I don't have income, or my
Right.
Roth IRA if I don't have income,
Mhm.
or my pension.
None of the other things
all
are
the other
possible
stuff I
without
have.
income.
But guess what? I have it now.
Now-
So my team
Now you
I
got
might
it.
be running.
Hey, don't have a savings account. Maybe we can make a trade.
Emergency savings should have been probably number one.
Or Mark, you got two. What are
No,
you gonna
you got two.
No, Nick, you're up.
No,
No, it's you.
you got. These are your last two picks.
Oh, these are me. Oh, my
man.
gosh, this is a disaster.
Oh, man.
All right. I'm just going to do the 529 plan is just so out of place here. Like, I guess it's cool.
Conversion ability now, and
I guess it's cool. All right, Adam, I'm going to be taking term life,
whoa.
low risk management. I'm going to go, oh, this is a family. This is fine. Term life, because they're going to protect their family. They're going to have some kids, and they're also going to be doing a 529 plan. Their family is protected.
Yeah, I think those are solid picks. The 529 plan is
Dude, they're adding some flexibility to that account nowadays.
$10,000 deduction. You got tax free.
Yep. But they're also adding like
withdrawals.
different ways you can take it out that are still going to be tax free. Like
They definitely have made it better with that Roth conversion ability.
they have. Yeah,
because that's the lack of flexibility, and who knows what's going to happen with education. By the time you have kids and they go to college, which I really hope you have kids someday, I think it'd be a great thing. By the time they go to school, I mean, they're not paying for it. Right?
No.
So what do we got left? Whole life insurance and annuities?
Yep.
Well, guess what? Daddy's got a pension. He needs a pension max. So I'm taking whole life insurance.
No way! Whole life comes off the board. Daddy's got a pension max.
So pension
by
max, let me
default.
explain what that means. If I have a pension, when I go to retire, I have a one-time election I have to make of how do I want to pay this thing out? Do I want it all for myself, or do I want to have a survivorship benefit to my wife? And those survivorship benefits can be very expensive. Essentially what it is life insurance. Well, if I own whole life insurance, I don't need to take a survivorship benefit. And the whole life insurance is, if I structured it properly, maybe paid off at some point in time, maybe I've got some cash value accumulated. It kind of works
You
out
could
here.
take the full pension, and if something happens to you, the life insurance takes care of it.
And I didn't want to take annuity because I have a pension. It's just going to create a lot of tax
Suitability
inefficiencies.
issues.
Now, would you
Suitability.
would you have picked the whole life insurance here if you did not have the pension?
Yes, over the annuity, I still would have. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Not a big annuity guy.
Really? Yeah. His tape's not very good.
Well, so I'm stuck with annuity. Now I'm gonna have to explain. Okay, number one, I either need to
What
be
are you going to
single.
do with that?
I gotta get divorced and give up my kids.
He's gonna
because
ride
I
the
have-
bench for a couple of years.
I've done nothing to protect my family in here. All gas, no brakes. So strategy here with the annuity. When these stocks vest, depending on the company I'm working for,
Ooh,
I'm going to have to take a chunk of that money. I'm going to put it into an annuity that has a
survivorship benefit?
life insurance portion component to it. So that high watermark is going to lock in a new death benefit. So if I die in the first 30 years, family's in trouble. If I make it to the end, I'm at least going to have that locked in, can create a pension with it. That's my best option here to
that's
utilize
pretty
this
good
annuity.
explanation.
But I got
how you're gonna use
to get
that
my
piece.
health in the right order. I got to make
You
it.
got to do it. Wait, why? You have to do a physical for those?
No, I gotta make it until this annuity is going to be able to protect my family.
but you're taking
that's a
perfect
good
meal
point.
now. Sponsored
Right.
by podcast. Sponsored by Dude, that was actually pretty fun.
Dude, there we go. All right, here.
I mean,
Adam,
looking
can
at the
you?
teams.
So it looks like these are the results. I got the Roth Team Steve is Roth 401k, the emergency fund, the interesting pick of the traditional IRA,
Term life.
term life, and a 529 plan. Listen, I have the most solid defense. The foundations of my plan.
I don't know.
We might not go 13-0, but we're gonna do some things. We're gonna be hard to stop.
Yeah.
The Roth 401k was a good first pick, but I think I got off track after the traditional IRA. I should have picked the pension there. You're right.
Who do you think has the best offense?
Mark.
It's probably Mark, yeah.
So he's got 401k stock options, HSA, annuity.
The stock options in that's real estate.
Real
The
estate,
stock options in the real estate, just press deny. The stock options in the real estate for Mark.
Yeah, I would agree. He has the best. He has the most dangerous offense.
And is Nate the most well-rounded?
I have no defense.
You have no defense.
You have none.
I have literally no.
Well, the annuity technically,
Could play a role there.
yeah,
You
we're trying to win a
But
Super
you need a
Bowl
lot of
30
things to
years.
happen.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not in a rebuild.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
We're drafting for the long haul here.
I feel like you're like the Miami Dolphins, and I just don't think it's gonna work out well
Yeah.
because you got a really
Yeah.
tough team in your division.
Yeah, you paid stock options a lot of money to be on that team. That contract is crazy. He's gonna pay off, maybe. And then Nate, I think Nate's got the best all
He's got
around
the
team.
most well-rounded.
It's
Yeah.
a really solid play.
This is the first time Nate's drafted a good
Dude,
team.
this is way better than anything I've ever done.
But knowing Nate, your
That
team
team
will get
looks
hurt.
like the Green Bay Packers.
Just
This is
solid,
sustainable.
fundamental.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
sustainable, always going to
Really
be in the
good.
mix.
Really good foundation.
Probably never going to win the Super Bowl, but
You'll get one here and there.
one every couple, every 10, 20 years.
What was the steal of the draft, you think? I think it was when Nate took pension because I was
I kind
was
of agree,
blundered.
even though I'm talking my book, but it was. I think we all look at pension now because like it doesn't exist, and it is
Yeah.
actually such a huge
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to have one.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, what do you think? Who
But
do
like,
you think
if you
won
think
the
about a
draft?
real life person, they would do a taxable account and a Roth IRA because they had a pension, right?
right.
True, it kind of worked out
Right.
for me,
Right.
Yeah.
That looks like a real thing. That plan.
and my income's protected with disability insurance.
Right.
Yeah.
and I have death benefit. I mean,
Right.
Adam, whose financial plan out of these would you want?
What I want
Yeah.
right now, or
He's definitely
the
taking
best. Mark says who I would want, in my list to shoot for the moon.
What about
Nate's
mine?
Is the most well-rounded, dude. I like your raw 401k, but other than that,
What about my emergency fund? Dude, no one has an emergency
fund's a
fund.
taxable account.
Oh, give me a
It's
break.
liquid.
yeah, but I mean,
It's
you
liquid
were a
enough.
guy who had a 529 and
I have 529,
then
but
played
that's
a
for my
role in your
kids.
life.
Yeah, dude, my family's protected. We got good foundations.
I think Nate won the overall team side of things from offense and defense combined.
Yeah,
Mark,
I think that Nate
offensive
has the most,
strategy is great, but he's going to have some big tax issues and big defensive issues. And Steve, I feel like you're very, very tax efficient. You're very tax efficient, especially if your traditional IRA goes with a backdoor Roth. You're gonna be very tax efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And being the only person in this room without kids, you care about the family.
That is true. That is true. Term life, 529, and emergency fund.
But you.
Hey, I was shoring up the line.
Good,
Yeah.
good picks.
All right.
Yeah, Mark, would you do extra segment here? Would you try to do any trades? Is there anyone you're not happy with that you like on someone else's team that you really want? Someone had your eye on? Like, you have to shore up your defense a little bit. What would you have to give up for my emergency fund? What would you give up for it?
I might give up the HSA for the emergency fund, but that's not a good trade. Like, you wouldn't take that.
No, I probably wouldn't take that.
Did you take real estate for it?
I would take real estate for emergency fund
When you guys say
because I
real
had some
estate-
defense.
When you guys say real estate, you're saying real estate investment or your primary house?
No,
Just
like
your
real
investing
estate
in real
investment.
estate.
Like
Yeah,
you.
An investment
Yeah.
property, yeah.
Wait, would you
Just
do
your
that, Mark?
profile.
Emergency fund for real estate?
I don't know. I mean, then you kind of
Shores up your defense, shores up my
That's-
offense.
but you don't have.
Trade
Then
for
your
Steve.
defense is kind of weak again.
No, I got term life and 529.
You got no short-term money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just banking on everything to go well. Yeah, that's really it.
All right. Is that a
um,
wrap?
yeah, but who do you think is going first overall tonight?
I mean, that's obvious. Caleb Williams.
Mark?
Ask a better question. Who's the first offensive lineman going out there?
What?
Did you guys see the Cardinals said their pick's open for business at 4? They're trading it.
There's a lot. There's so much smoke
I
going
know.
into the draft.
The Raiders can
who's,
move it.
Who's
move
projected
up.
to go at 4?
Marvin
Jaden
Harrison.
Daniels.
Can you
Marvin
guys
Harrison
bet
Jr.
on the draft?
Oh, is he 4?
Mhm.
What'd you say?
Are you allowed to bet on the
Oh,
draft?
yeah.
I think
Oh,
he can,
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I think it goes. I'm hoping as a Bills fan that a lot of these quarterbacks go, but I'm hoping it goes 1, 2, 3 quarterback. It'd be amazing.
Like Drake May,
Drake May, Jaden Daniels,
and then
Caleb
because they're saying the Raiders want
What
to
about the
trade
guy
up
from Michigan?
and grab
Isn't he
JJ.
kinda-
JJ. He's kind of butt
Who?
cheeks.
He's been in. I've just been seeing a lot of him potentially going earlier than expected.
Well,
That's
and
'cause-
this Michael Penix guy. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude, Harbaugh has single-handedly raised JJ McCarthy's stock. I think he's just Danny Dimes.
Yeah, his numbers are very boring in
Yeah,
college.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's
But
anything
the quarterback
special.
position is like it's obviously the most important, so teams will take a shot
Take
at
him.
him.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see like the receivers where they all go. Like who goes after Marvin Harrison? His Neighbors is projected the first one off, right after
Mhm.
Marvin Harrison.
Yep. His tape is unreal. All right, let's wrap that up.
All right.
That was
Anything
fun.
else? That was good. All right. Thank
I-
you for
I
listening
win.
and watching. What's that?
I win.
Yeah, you do win. Thank you for listening and watching the Max Your Dash podcast. We'll catch you guys in the next one.